Hello, 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 everybody. Hi. So my name is Eve. Welcome to Eve's Creations Paint Party. It's Friday night. Yes. So pumpkin swirl tonight. Swirling, swirling, swirling pumpkins. So I just want to let you know that the concept behind this painting, the original concept, was sent to me as an image for a paint party a couple of years ago. So I just want to put that out there because I do all of my own creations for almost every party, and this one happens to be an offshoot of somebody else's original idea. So I just want to throw that out there. It's an amazing painting. It's a beautiful painting. It's pumpkin swirled. Say hello, hello, hello if you're painting with me tonight. And of course we have to give props to Mr. Butters. Oh yeah. Hey, Butters, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Hey, say hi to your fans. Hi. Hi, everybody. Have fun painting. I'm just stretching out. Stretching it out. I got my paint pants on tonight. I got my painting shirt on tonight. Look, it's got painting bunny rabbit going on there. So we're going to have fun. Weapons this evening. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, everybody. Check this out. So the weapons tonight is Big Boy. He is a 1-inch flat brush. And we have Mini Me. He looks just like Big Boy, except he's smaller. That's it. That's all we need. I am going to pour my paint. We got my Java at hand. So we're going to be all set and ready to go. So, hi, Tina M. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, Penny. What are you doing, Penny? You need, all right. Healing prayers to Penny, everybody. We need prayers to Penny because she's not doing so good. So everybody send some prayers. Send some positive vibes. If you're painting with me this evening, say hello, hello, hello. If anyone's painting with you, say hello, hello, hello. Tina B forgot that it was a Friday. I love when that happens. Hi, Tina B. Melissa's in the house. She's just a watcher tonight along with Tina B. Oh, goodness gracious. Penny, prayers to you, sweetheart. Prayers to you. So, say hello, hello if you're painting with me tonight. And, hi, Jody. Hello, 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 sweetheart. Jody's in the house. Oh, yeah. So I'm writing you all down. We got Jody. I'm going to put you guys in your handy-dandy holder. All right. So, oh, just to remind you, always free to watch. Tips are appreciated, so I will post those links. I think I got the stars thing going on tonight. That's cool, too. I'm going to figure out the buttons for that one. So anybody that sends me support will get free Mr. Nifty's, which is a detail brush going on. Jamie's in the house. Oh yeah. Hi Jamie, how you doing, sweetheart? Marcy's here. Diane is here. Diane, you can't hear me? What am I saying? Marcy's here. Danny's here. I'm writing so sloppy. I have no idea what I'm writing on my paper here. We got Jody in the house. All right. And Penny's hanging out with us. You're all good? That's good, Jamie. I'm glad to hear it. Hi, sweetheart. All right. I'm going to put you guys in your handy-dandy holder. And we'll get this party started, right? So, here you go. Pumpkin swirl in the house. I got to back you guys up. Back it up, back it up, back it up. All right. So, I work on a 16 by 20 canvas. It's 16 this way, 20 that way. As long as you're in the general area I'm in on your canvas, you will be fine. I cannot show you both at once. So, if you need to screenshot it for a reference, go ahead and do so. Go ahead and do so. All right, so we got Marcy hanging out with us. Hello, Marcy. Welcome to the fam, hon. Who else we got? Trying to get my roll call together because I like to do roll call. Oh, yeah. Double pennies, more and Carol. Oh, we got 2 pennies in the house. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that, Tina B. I appreciate that. Paige is here. Welcome to the fan page. Hello, sweetheart. Hello, hello, hello. You can hear me now? I can hear you now. That is good. Can you hear me now? Glad you can hear me, sweetheart. I love this pic too. Yes, yes, yes. So, a lot of the same names pop on here. I got Tina M, I got Tina B, I got two Pennies going on. We got roll call going on, so I can make sure I say hello to all of you. All right, you have your painting. Pour your paint. Same colors every single party. I'm going to pour my paint, and then we're going to get started. Oh, yeah. Hanging out. Doing the paint party business. Oh, yeah. Check it, check it, check it. Got good things going on tonight. That's right. That we do. Lynn is here. Hi, Lynn. Hello, 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 Lynn. How you doing, sweetheart? Everybody popping on, and Butters is snacking. He's all under my feet. He's being awesome. He's being my awesome little boy going on here. All right, he's having a little snacky snack, hanging out right underneath where I gotta be. Isn't that fun? The dogs just do that though. Dogs just turn around and plunk themselves like right where you need to go. They like do it all the time. I don't know what's up with that. I think they get a doggy memo. They get a doggy memo of, oh hey, Mom needs to be in that spot. Let myself just plunk myself there for the heck of it. I have 2 cents. I don't know how that stars thing works, guys. So if you know how that works, that's awesome, because I don't know. I don't know how to hit buttons. I just paint. I have my sister hit my buttons for me. In a good way. She hits my buttons in a good way. So, just to remind you, all of my videos are kid friendly. So, I'm going to watch this thing and you guys watch the comments. All right? All right. Excellent. Excellent. Nancy's here. Nancy doesn't have any sound either. That's okay, Nancy. It'll pop in sooner or later. Can you hear me now? It's the Can You Hear Me Now video going on. Nobody can hear anything I'm saying. So, this painting is very loosey-goosey. Very loosey-goosey. We have minimal brushes that are necessary, and it's very free-flowing and different lines and playing with different colors. So I want you all to have fun with this one, all right? And Gloria can hear me. Thank goodness. Somebody can hear me. Hello, 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 Gloria. How you doing, sweetheart? So Gloria can hear me. All right, that's good. All right, so we have our paint. Blue, black, red, white, and yellow. And we're going to get this party started. Oh, yeah. So, got your reference shot. All right, can't show you both at once. And we have the almighty blank canvas. Hi, Gloria. The almighty blank canvas. It's so scary. So scary. But we're going to hit it with our paintbrushes. And we're going to have a good old time. We're going to have a good old time. So let me just lower my music a bit. So even though we're partying up in here, I don't want to be shouting at everybody. I don't want to be shouting. Alright, so swirl, tap, dab your big brush. Swirl, tap, dab that big old brush that you got going on. You almost missed me? You just got home from work? Lynn hears me loud and clear. That's because I got a big mouth, Lynn. Oh, Gloria. Well, I'm glad you made it, sweetheart. Oh, Tina B. Yeah, that's okay. You forgot me. It's all right. All right. All right. That's all right. I got it. All right. So we're going to have a big old messy palette by we're done because we're going to be mixing a lot of different colors together. So you guys, you're going to start off with, right, that turquoise that's in the background. We're going to do the whole canvas. All right. So you want to mix yellow and blue. and white. All right, and pull your paint from the side so you don't mess your whole pile up. You don't want to mess your whole pile up. All right. Oh, you're welcome, Gloria. So, and just give it a little smush in your palette. Make sure it's a pretty color that you want, a nice little turquoisey green color. Okay, and we're going to fill the whole thing up. Why not? Let's do it. So, the more, if you're painting and you're getting this, grab more paint. All right, guys, grab more paint. And if you turn around and you get like these things, those are brush strokes. One end to the other gets rid of them. So the more you go over it, the more blended it becomes, and the less you go over it, the more you have the different colors. So if you like the separation of color, leave it alone. If you like it all blended and soft, then keep painting over it, and you will get that. So we're going to fill our whole canvas with turquoise. That's what we're going to do. We're going to just fill the whole thing. This way your background, I was going to have you put the pumpkins in and then paint the background around them, but sometimes when you guys do that, you get these brush strokes and you can tell you're going around an object, right? And I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to do that. So I want you to, so we're going to do the whole thing. We're going to do the whole thing in the background color. All right, guys, so if you're painting on something smaller, you're fine. I'm painting on a 16 by 20. If you're painting on something smaller, you're good. You know, I go one hand over, one hand down to do my measurements. Very easy to follow. As long as you're in the general area of your canvas that I'm in, you will be fine. All right, so no worries. You're working on something smaller, okay? And you guys can, pretty turquoise color. It was blue, yellow, and white. Equal parts for like all of it. Unless you have a turquoise paint hanging out at home. You guys can totally cheat. I don't mind. I don't mind. If you got that sitting at home, that's fine with me. You know, totally cheat. So, but I didn't want anybody's background looking like they painted around an object. Okay, there is different tricks to be able to make it not look like that, but a lot of people, when they paint the object and then the background, the object first and then the background, it looks like, you can tell the brush strokes are going around that object. And I didn't want you guys to do that. I wanted you to have a nice, smooth, even background with your painting. So, and this painting is very loosey-goosey. It's very just playing with different colors, so you can totally make it your creation. There's no, hey guys, hey, my Tina's out there. There's no details in this painting. There's no details. So I'm sure you guys love that. There's no details. And if you're just chiming on, we didn't do anything yet. We literally just painted background. So if you're just coming on and you want to join in, 6,000%, you could totally join in. We didn't do nothing yet. I'm going to give everybody a chance now to catch up mustard. All right? Because all we did was paint the background. And if you want this to be even more blended, here's the trick to blending, guys. You ready for this trick? Really easy. Right? You take your brush. You put it in some water, you dab off the excess water, just give it a little tap tap so it's not dripping but it has extra water in it, and you just go over what you painted and it will get it to blend even nicer. Alright, that is the easiest trick in the book. Right, I'll do it again. You take this brush, you dip it in water, you do a little tap tap this way to get the excess water out of it so it's not dripping, but it has some water in it, and you just go over what you painted, and it'll completely blend it all together. If you have too much water, the paint will lift up off of your canvas, so this way you know that you need to dry it a little bit more. When you're cleaning your brushes, I don't think I went over this because I got so excited. You're going to swirl them in a cup. You're going to tap them, and then you're going to dab them on your paper towel. The more you swirl, the cleaner they'll get, okay? So that's how, and you want to dab in the direction of your brushes, and you want them to be wet but not dripping. So there you go. That's how you do that. I did mention that there's no details in this, right? Hello. Hello. Hi, everybody. So I think I got a good roll call going on. Nancy, still don't have any sound? All right, well, I hug you, all right? Sorry about that, sweetheart. Has to be a technical thing. I don't know why I keep talking to her. She can't hear me. But I hope you got that message, that I appreciate you. So all we did was the background. So if you're just coming on with us tonight, that's all we did. Let me do some roll call. If I missed you, let me know. I tried to keep up. So look at this list. I'm going to need oxygen. We got Lynn and Tina M and Penny. Penny, prayers to you. And we got Tina B and Melissa and Jody and Jamie and Marcy and Diane and Penny M. And we've got Paige and Melissa and Nancy and Gloria. Yes, Penny, it makes smoother strokes so you don't get any streaking. Some people, I like the separation of color, some people don't. So it's 6,000% up to you. It's your creation. When we're done, we share our creations on the event page. I already made the post to be able to share it there. Diane, you're helping. Thank you so much, Diane, for helping Nancy there. I'm telling you, I am not good with technical stuff, so I am no help whatsoever. Like I said, I have my sister press the buttons for me, so I have no idea what's going on. All right, so now what we're going to do, and it's okay if your background's still kind of wet. No worries. What we're going to do is we're going to swirl tap that big boy, and we're going to put in our pumpkin shapes. We're going to put in our pumpkin shapes. Okay, so let me show you the original. So what we have going on here, if you guys notice, all right, these pumpkins pretty much take up the whole canvas. So the big guy, this is the middle of your canvas. The big guy is going over the middle line, all right? And then the little guy is about a fourth, about a big hand's worth, okay? So I just wanted to show you so you know where you're going. All right, so everybody find their center. Find their center. We're going to find the center of our canvas. All right, and then we're going above that. We're going to go above that. So if you want to do a little marky-do for yourself, you can do a little marky-do. So this is the center of my canvas. I'm going to go up and over to the middle of that. All right, so this is the center. I have this space in here. So I'm going to go up and in the middle of this space right here. So right about there. Right about there. All right, maybe over a little bit more. And then the other dot I'm going to put right here. Right underneath it. Right? Just as a guide. Just as a guide. And you're going to do a parentheses. Whoop. Parentheses there. Just like that. And you're going to do a parentheses this way. Whoop. Just like that. And you're going to do a parentheses that way. Okay, and now you're going to fill it in with white. We're going to fill it in with white. So, as you're filling it in, you can fix your pumpkin shape if you need to. Okay, you can make it a little more flat on the bottom. Okay, you can make it a little more rounded on top. Whatever you need to do. So, fill this all in with white. And it's alright, like I said, if you picked up your background color, that's totally okay. It's totally okay. And as you're filling this in with white, you can fix your shape so it looks a little more pumpkin shaped. Okay, so, And if you don't have it perfect, that's all right. You know why? Because pumpkins are not perfect. There's no perfection in pumpkins. Right? Hello. Alright, so I hope everybody figured out their technical problems. I hope everybody's still sticking with us. And I hope you can hear me now, and if you can't, that's okay. Well, it's not okay because you can't hear what I'm saying, but you can still follow along. Right? Big boy, white paint, easy peasy, guys. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So we got some watchers in the house. Tina said she's watching, and Gloria's watching, and other people are being our watchers. We got some creepers out there. That's all right. We got some creepers in the house, just, you know, hanging out with us. Don't say hello or nothing, right? Don't say hello or nothing. You're out there. And we got some painters, people hanging out and painting along. So we got all sorts of Ease Creations. We got all sorts of family members doing all sorts of things. That's just the way we roll. So as you put your white paint on here, I want you guys to follow the shape of the pumpkin. If you noticed, I'm following the shape of my pumpkin. And I'm just going to get in my hand. Barbara's here. Welcome to the fam, Barbara. Hello, sweetheart. How you doing, love? All right, everybody. Everybody give a warm Ease Creations hello to Barbara. Oh, yeah. Watching people painting is a new sport. Heather is here. Welcome to the fam, Heather. Heather's hanging out with us. Everybody give a warm Ease Creations family hello to Heather. Diane, you're watching tonight. You are getting ready to paint your bathroom counter with acrylic paint. Have I ever done that? No. I have never painted a counter. I have done murals. I've done murals. I never painted a counter, though. So, hello. Good job, everybody. Good job, fam. I love us. We're awesome. I absolutely love us. You guys are amazing. All right, so once you got that bad boy in there, you're going to take white paint, and you're going to do... Haha. Lynn says, Eve is fun and makes me smile while I paint. Aw, thank you so much. Barbara, thanks for the stars. Thanks, sweetheart. You're a sweetie. Thank you for the support. Anybody that sends me support, either via the payment links or this stars thing now, I'm not that familiar with the stars thing, I'm going to be honest. So I'll have my sister hit the buttons for that. Help me get a little more educated when it comes to the stars. But any of you, if you send me support, I send Mr. Nifties out for free as a thank you. So if you want the detailed brushes, just message me with your address, okay? Lisa's here. You trying to keep up? Ketchup mustard, Lisa? I got you. I got you. Thank you so much, Barbara. Thank you. It's all good, Lisa. Welcome to the fam, hon. You got this. I give ketchup mustard time. No worries, Lisa. Penny sending some stars. Thank you so much, Penny. You guys are so sweet. Hi, Tasneem. How you doing, hon? Tasneem is here. I hope I'm saying that right. I am the biggest name botcher you ever want to meet. I botch names terrible. All right, so your little pumpkin is going right here. He's about a hand high. All right, so you're going to just go over here and you're just going to do parentheses that way, parentheses this way, and put him in. And put your little guy in here. Right, so there's your little guy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Alright, now that we have that done, now we're going to do all our swirling. We're going to do all our swirling. And there's a lot of colors in these swirls. Alright, so I just want to show you, there's like a lot of different colors in here. And it's your painting, it's your creation. You can do your swirls any way you want to. But look, there's blues. There's oranges, there's browns, there's yellows, there's greens, okay, there's reds, All right, so lots of different colors. And even in our pumpkins, there's lots of different colors, right? We got blues, oranges, reds, browns, yellows. All right, so I'm going to show you how to paint all those colors and get the effect that you want to get. So we're going to do about 2 or 3 layers. Probably about 3 layers of just colors, all right? Now that we have our shapes mapped out. And I'm swirl tap dabbing my big brush. Hi, Artist. How you doing, sweetheart? Artist is here. Good looks, Barbara. I just saw you pop your address on there. Good job. Good job. I will get your nifty sent out on Monday. You're amazing. Penny, everybody loved your painting a 0. Oh, that's so awesome. So for Halloween, we did Jack's puppy, Nightmare Before Christmas. Hello, Lisa. How you doing, sweetheart? Lisa's here. She's saying hello to everybody. So do I have 2 different Lisas, or are we the same Lisa? Yes, 2 different Lisas. Lisa B and another Lisa. We have a whole bunch of Lisas. There's 2 Lisas in the house. Oh, yeah. All right, so we're going to do about 3 layers of colors. That's what we're going to do the whole rest of this painting. All right, guys? So the first thing I want to do is I want to turn around and I'm going to grab some, I'm going to take that turquoise color I had before and add some blue to it. All right, I'm going to add some blue to it. And this way you guys get like your swirl shape, and if you mess it up, it'll be easy to get rid of. All right, so I'm going to add some blue to that turquoise we made before. Amelia! Hi, April. How you doing? April's painting with Amelia. Hi, Amelia. How you doing, sweetheart? Making memories. That's what it's all about. All right, so taking big boy, extra blue with that turquoise color, and we're gonna just do. Now we're doing this not as a solid line. All right. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go over this pumpkin. All right, and you're gonna do a swirl like that. All right, now you can move the brush to make the swirl. All right, we have the show me the money trick to spin your brush, right? So you go like this with your fingers, the old saying of give me the money, right? And then you put your brush in there and it'll turn your brush for you, okay? So you can do it like that too, or you can just move your hand in a swirl motion, it's fine. So once you have that initial swirl right there, you're gonna come over here and put in that piece. And then you're going to come over here and put in a piece right there. All right? And once you have those, I'm grabbing some more blue paint. Once you have that in there, you're going to put a piece like this. All right? So we did this piece. Whoop. We did this one. Bam. This one. Bam. Now this one. Whoop. Like that. Okay? And then once you have that, you're going to come off of there and do another swoop-de-doo. Swoop. Just like that. Alright, you're going to do another swoop-de-doo. Okay? And then off of that, you're just going to go right off your canvas. So you're going to put one here. Swoop. And you're going to put one down here. Swoop. Alright. That's your map, okay? You're going to follow that throughout your whole painting, okay? So that is your map, all right? You see on the original, see? We have this swirl. That's what you did right there. We have the piece going up and over. That's what you did right there. You have the piece coming in this way. That's that, okay? And then you have the pieces coming off. That's those, okay? So you guys have your map now to add your colors in any way you want to. That's the swirls you're going to follow, all right? So that being said, I'm going to turn around and make a brown. I want to make a brown for myself, so I'm going to grab some yellow. With my dirty brush, it already has blue on it, so I'm going to grab some yellow. I'm going to grab some red. I'm going to grab a little bit of white, and I'm going to grab that blue color, okay? And I'm going to mix that all together. I'm going to mix all that together, and I'm going to get a brown. I'm going to get a brown. If it's looking a little too purple, add more yellow. If it's looking a little too green, add more red, whatever. If you have brown paint at home, just use your brown paint. So there's my brown, and I'm going to turn around and I'm going to put in some brown pieces now, right? So I'm going to follow this and go shoop, right up that. You got to do the sounds. If you don't do the sounds, it doesn't come out good. All right, I'm going to come over here, shoop, around that way. All right, we're going to come down over here, swoop, just like that. I'm going to come in here and do a swoop here, swoop. There we go. Coming around the mountain here, doing another dash there. And then we're coming where they just fly off the canvas, so I'm going to do a swoop this way with my brown. And I'm going to do a swoop in here with the brown, swoop, just like that. All right. And now with this brown on my brush, I'm going to go into my pumpkin. So I'm going to wipe off some of this excess paint. I'm going to wipe off some of this excess paint that's on my brush. Alright. And I'm going to go into my pumpkin. And I'm going to put in the lines for my pumpkin real fast. And they're not solid lines. They're like just pieces of what the lines would be. Okay. So I'm going to do the outside edge. One there. One here, okay? I'm going to do this outside edge here, put one there, okay? And they're not solid lines, they're not solid, just putting in pieces, okay? And then I'm going to do the general shape of where my inside lines are going to go, okay? So that you want to follow the round of your pumpkin, okay? So if your pumpkin's this round, when you come in to do your line, you're going to follow that round, okay? And then same on the other side, we're going to follow that round. So you want to start up towards the top, follow this around. And it's alright if your paint's still wet, it's okay if your colors are mixing together, it's all good, it doesn't really matter, right? And then there's another piece, right? So I'm going to come up here, and we're going to do some more right there, and then we're going to do some more right here. Alright, so you're not doing solid lines, you're just turning around, and no worries if you mess these up, because you're going to have like 6,000 chances to cover it, so don't stress it if you mess these up, because we're going to be covering all this stuff with paint. Alright, and then we're going to come around to our little pumpkin. And I'm just, this is going to be a solid swoop right around the outside edge of that. Follow it around, swoop, outside edge of that. And there's 3 little dashes. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'll give you all a chance to catch up mustard with that. Say hello, hello, hello if you're painting with me tonight. It's always free to watch. Tips are appreciated. And Barbara, I saw you share your address with me. If you guys send me any tips via stars, however that works, or with the links I'm sharing, you guys can get the Mr. Nifties, which we're not using tonight, but he's a really cool detail brush. I send out 2 with any support that is sent. Okay? I'm so glad you got to watch today, artists, too. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. So, if you like these, let me know. I also have the brush sets and the paint kits. The brush sets is every single brush I use for every single video. All of them. Spread the love, baby. Oh, yeah. The painting kits have every single brush I use, all the paint that I use, the palette I use. You get 2 canvases, a wooden easel. So those are the kits. So any video I've done for the past 1.5 years, It's the same supplies for every single one. So the brush sets, those are the only brushes I've ever used. And the painting kits, that's all the stuff I've ever used for every single video available for the past year and a half and any future videos I do. Alright, so we keep it simple here because it helps spread the love when we keep things simple. Oh yeah. So, I'm going to swirl tap dab big boy, and we're going to go into our oranges. We're going to go into our oranges. So I'm swirl tap dabbing big boy, getting all the globs out of them. And we're going to go into some oranges here. Alright? Actually kind of more like a peachy orange. Okay, so I am going to grab yellow. I'll figure out what I'm saying in a minute. Message me, Penny. Message me through Facebook, hon. That's how you can send me send me your address, sweetheart. So very private. Message through Facebook. Just hit my little picture on the event page or go on my page. It says send message and you can message it to me. Alright, so I'm grabbing the yellow. I'm grabbing the red and I'm grabbing some white. And I'm just going to do a dab because I don't want it to be a solid color. So I'm just doing a little slap here. And I have it all mixed up on my brush. Okay, and now we're going to go in to our pumpkin. Like I said, if you messed up your browns, you have a chance to cover it. And we're going to you're just going to turn around and sweep. We're just sweeping. So I'm holding the brush nice and flat using the flat edge on here, and I'm just sweeping these colors in. So if you go over your brown line, it'll soften it out, okay? So you can totally soften out your browns by sweeping this on if you're not a big fan of the browns. And see how I'm getting the separate colors? You see? That's because, there you go, Penny. You got it, girlfriend. I got you. I see you. Good job. See how it's getting the separate colors? That's what you want. Okay, so you stick and move. You put it on and leave it alone, alright? And the way you get that is to have all the colors be all separate on your brush, alright? It's not crazy mixed together. It's just different colors on your brush. So, and you just sweep them on there and then you leave it alone. You just keep it moving. Because if you keep going over it, you're going to blend all those colors together. And you're not going to turn around and get what you want. See how they're all separate on my brush? So when I sweep it on, I get those separation of colors. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, guys. And like I said, if you messed up your brown lines or if you didn't like them, you can cover right over them. No worries there. There's no worries there. 6,000%. 6,000%. So, we're going to turn around and add all these in. And you want all of your lines to come from this point. Okay, so it's from that point on the top of your pumpkin. That point all the way up there. Alright, and then it could come down to the bottom of your pumpkin. And it doesn't have to come to a point. You're just sweeping it to the bottom of your pumpkin. Okay, but you're just keeping that shape. You're keeping that shape. That's all you're doing. And I've got white, yellow, and red on my brush. Dab, dab. Colors all separate. And I'm just putting these stripes in. We're just putting these stripes in with all the separate colors. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing, fam. That's it. And even from the middle, you want to come from that top part. So even when you're doing your lines in the center, come from that top part, okay? And like I said, put it on and leave it alone. Leave it alone. Red, yellow, and white. That's all we're doing. Filling this in. Filling this in. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, guys. Alright, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Ba, 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 da, ba. So that is how you get all those pretty colors all being separate. Just like that. And now, you want to do the little guy, the same way. The little guy in the original is more red. So I'm just going to grab some more red paint. And when I put him on, he's definitely got more of a reddish tone. So as I'm grabbing my yellow and my white, I'm going to grab extra red. Okay? And we're going to put him in. Like I said, if you lost your brown, that's alright. And you're going to follow that point and sweep it around. And leave the colors separated and stop playing with it. Stop playing with it. Leave it alone. Alright, now with all these pretty colors on your brush, you can go into your swirls. You can go into your swirls and just grab some extra white so it shows up against the blue. Go into your swirls and you can add some of these colors to your swirls. Okay, so we're going to swirl this way. Okay, we're going to come over here, swirl that way. I'm going to come over in here, add that one in. Alright, we'll come over here. We'll add one coming whoop, all the way in there. Look at that. Swoop, just like that. You like that? That was fun. And you got to make sure, Amelia, make sure April's making the sound effects. Tell her, if you're not making the sound effects, hey, if you're not making the sound effects, it's not going to come out good, all right? So we're going to swoop one in here, swoop, right? We're going to throw another piece over here, swoop, right? Let's throw another one down here, why not? There we go, there it is, bam! See? So, just following the map of those swirls. That's all you're doing. All you're doing. Alright, so, I'm going to give you guys a chance to catch up mustard. Stop playing with your pumpkin. You're going to lose the separation of your colors. Just letting you know. Alright? So, stop messing with it. I'm going to pour more paint because I totally used up all, earthquake. Sorry. I'm trying to fix this. I'm trying to fix this. So you can see. She's swooping. Yes. So my palette's a mess. I hope everybody else's is too. I gotta grab some more paint. Alright. So I'm gonna grab some more white. I'm gonna grab some more yellow. You better be swooping. Oh yeah. I'm gonna grab some more red. I'm gonna grab some more blue. I got all that going on. Lisa, you just started your pumpkin. That's okay, Lisa. You ran out of white. That's all right. That's all right, hon. You have a chance to catch up mustard. It's all good. We're just adding colors. That's all we're doing. And then another thing you guys want to make sure you're doing is you want to make sure that you're letting it dry. Because if you go to add stuff, and it's not dry and you keep adding to it, you're going to wind up with a big mushy mess. So you want to make sure that in between you guys doing this, you're giving it a chance to dry. Because we want some of it to blend in with each other. Oh, that's okay, Kristen. You want some of it to blend in with each other, but you don't want it to wind up being a big mushy mess. Okay? So just keep that in mind as you're doing it. Hi! Hi, Kristen. How you doing, sweetie? So, I just want you guys to keep that in mind. Take a little break. Take a little snack break. Get something to drink. Give everybody a chance to catch up mustard. I'm allowing some of this to dry. Okay? Because if you don't let it dry, you're going to get a big mushy mess. Alright, so every Tuesday I do a How-To Tuesday. I teach how to paint certain things. So we had last Tuesday was fences. This Tuesday I think I'm going to do, I don't know. What do you guys want me to teach you this Tuesday? Yes, I know you're still playing with it, Lynn. Stop playing with it. I know what you're doing. I know. I do the same stuff. That's why. All right. So this Tuesday is a How-To Tuesday. I don't know what you guys want to learn. If there's anything in particular, let me know. Every Friday I do these videos. Every single Friday. So next Friday, Amelia, tell April to write it down. Next Friday's Nosy Gnome. Nosy Gnome, that's next Friday. Okay? Walk away from the pumpkin. Alright, so we're going to do our next little set here. And what I want you to do is I want you to swirl, tap, dab, big boy. I want you to swirl, tap, dab, big boy. Get him nice and clean. The more you swirl, the cleaner he'll get. Step away from the pumpkins. So the more you clean, the more you swirl, the cleaner he'll get. So I'm getting him nice and clean. And I want you guys to grab just white. I want you to grab just white because the colors yellow and red are not gonna show up without their friend white. All right, so I want you to grab just white on your brush, and if your paint is dry, you'll be able to do this. All right, so if it's not, it's okay. If it's not, it's just gonna blend together, and that's all right if you get a little bit, because this orange isn't dry right here. So as soon as I do this, I'm gonna get some orange in it, and you guys are gonna yell at me. All right, so I'm gonna swoop some white in here. Okay, I'm gonna swoop some white right in there. I'm gonna swoop some white over here. Okay, and wherever you put the white, it's going to block what you have underneath. So don't cover all of your hard work. All right, we just want some spots where the colors are going to pop. So I'm going to swoop some white in here. And there's actually some white lines in the original, so you can leave the white lines too if you want to. I'm going to swoop some white into here. All right, I'm going to put one up on top here. Why not? See how that blended in a little bit? That's all right. I'm not stressing it. I'm going to come around the bend, swoop, right there. Alright, I'm going to go into my spiral and out. Show me the money trick. See how I twisted my fingers? See how I twisted the fingers to do that loop? Spin your thumb. And if you can't get that finger twist going on, you can just move your hand and do it that way. I'm going to throw some white ones in here. I'll throw some big one right there. Alright, I'm going to throw some white ones over here. Alright, so throw more white than you want because we're going to put colors on top of these, and the colors are going to pop because they're on top of these. Okay, so I'll throw that in there. Alright, so lettering basics, how to write things. Okay, I don't like doing lettering, but I could totally show you guys how to do lettering. Lettering is a lot of patience. Tina M. So that's an awesome idea. Okay, next How-To Tuesday. Nosy Gnome is in the house. Oh, yeah. So, next How-To Tuesday is how to write stuff, how to do letters, how to do sayings and things on your painting, how to do all of that happy stuff. So, I'm going to grab, now that I have this white on my brush, I'm going to grab some yellow. Yeah, lettering is not my favorite. Bye, Gloria. See you in a minute. So, now that I have this white on my brush, I'm going to grab some clean yellow. Yeah, I don't like lettering that much either. So, I'm going to grab some clean yellow, and with the white, it's going to pop. And I'm going to turn around and, yeah, so I'll show you how to do it without using stencils, okay? I'll show you how to do it without using stencils. So next Tuesday will be lettering. Same back channel, same back place. Tuesday, 7 p.m. All right, yellow and white. And I'm going to hold my brush like this. Do sweeping motions with the being flat, not the thins, the fat ones. All right, and I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to sweep some pieces of yellow. All right, and you could sweep from the bottom up. Okay, so I'm not here, there, not everywhere. Okay, I'm just going to sweep some of these yellow pieces in here. Okay, so we're going to sweep some yellow. Just yellow and white. Alright, so we're going to sweep some yellow. Okay, it's not in the small guy. The yellow is just in the big guy. The small guy has reds. Speaking of reds, now I'm going to grab some red paint. I'm going to grab some red paint. How to do snow, wind, ice since we're getting into winter. Ice skaters, snow people, frozen bodies of water. So, okay, ice and winter. I'll write that down. So, after Nosy Gnome, I have one more fall painting. And then we're going to get into Christmas stuff. Writing that one down. I'm writing it. Alright. So I'm going to grab some red paint now. And with the red, I'm going to hold the brush the other way. And I'm going to put in those lines back in that you might have lost. So I'm going to go over here on the edge. Okay. And I'm going to come in here. So remember those brown lines that you put in that you stressed over that you probably lost by now? Probably painted over them. You're going to put in the same lines with the red. Okay, so if you messed up your line, that's okay. So I'm just grabbing some red paint. I'm going to do the edge. Right, not a solid line. I'm going to do it over here. Okay, and then I'm going to come through the center. Right, put my pumpkin lines back in. Okay, and then I'm going to wipe the globs off my brush. I'm going to wipe off the globs. And I'm going to grab the red again. And I'm going to go into my little guy. Okay, so I'm going to grab the red again. I'm going to put my lines in with the red, right? So this way, swoop. And this way, swoop. And through the pumpkin. Putting my brush flat now. Swoop, swoop, swoop. Okay. And I'm going to grab my brown. Dirty brush and all. Now I'm grabbing my brown and I'm putting the lines in with the brown now. So I'm going to swoop here. Okay. I'm going to swoop in here with the brown. Right next to the reds. Easy peasy. Just making my lines a little more defined because you probably lost them doing all those pretty colors. Okay, so I'm putting it back in with the brown. I'm going along where I put the red, right next to it. Right next to it. Okay, so going right next to it. I'm going on top of it. However it's your pumpkin. If you like the brown, put more brown in it. If you don't like the brown, then don't put the brown in it. Don't matter to me. It's your pumpkin. Alright. And I'm going to do this pumpkin now too. Okay, put my brown lines back in because you probably lost them with all of the playing that you were doing. All of the planing. You failed on the fireplace last week. So something is that as well. Potbelly sews, fireplaces, different mantle stuff. You need more detailed practices. Okay, so fireplaces and mantles. Alright. Blast from the past. I have a fireside Santa that I did, guys. So if you guys want to watch that video, you're more than welcome to watch that video. I have a fireside Santa in there. Alright, so now you're going to swirl, tap, dab your brush and you're going to get really brave. You're going to get really brave. You know why? Because this big pumpkin has blue in it. See these streaks of blue? So, you're going to get really, really, really brave. And we're going to put that blue in there. Alright? So, we're going to do that. So, I'm going to swirl, tap, dab. Yeah, there's a fireside Santa, guys. It's in Blast from the Past. I got to go into the site and repost some of those older videos so you guys can do the fall ones and the Christmas ones I did last year. So I'm going to grab my blue, my clean white and my blue. I'm going to dab it together. Right? Get a nice blue color that I like. Alright, so white and blue. And I'm going to come into my pumpkin. And it's very small amount of these lines. So I'm going to put one right down here on this curve. So one's right there. Alright, I'm going to grab some more paint. This curve. Okay, so there's here. Bam. One there. And there's one here. Whoop. There you go. Alright. And then I'm going to turn around. And some white and blue. White and blue. There's one right on this curve. Bam. Right there. Right there. And I'm holding my brush up and down. I'm making these thin lines, okay? And I'm pressing on my brush a little bit, so it's doing a little squishy. Okay, there's blue there. There's blue on this center. Bam, right there. And then there's one right here. Okay, so not that much. Just here, there, not everywhere. But enough to give it a hint of shadow and all that fancy whatnots. Okay, so that's where the blue goes. Hi, Sheila. How you doing, sweetheart? And now that I have this blue on my brush, I want to go back into my swirls and add some of these blue ones in here. The lighter blue ones. I'm going to add some lighter blue ones in here. I know there's a shadow right there, but I'm not doing anything special. I'm just adding to the swirl. So my easel puts a shadow, so I just put a light blue one up there like that. Alright. So, and then I'm going to put another light blue one in here. I don't know. I'm kind of digging the blue color, so we're going with it. Right? White and blue. So I'm putting one here. And I'm going to put one like, in here, right there, I guess. And let's do one on the side. Swoop. Let's do one in here. Swoop. And swoop. Like that. Okay? So there you go. Alright, I'm going to give you a chance to catch up mustard. So good today. Not painting. I have my grandson here just watching. I'm digging the blue. Thank you, Sheila. Hello. What's grandson's name? Gotta say hello to your grandson. So, I'll give you guys a chance to catch up mustard. We're going to throw the stems on. I'm going to show you how to paint the stems. We're going to add our bright pops of color into our swirls. And we're going to be all set, guys. So, I told you this painting's lots of fun. Daryl! Hi, Daryl! Hey, Amelia, Daryl's here. Hi! So, I told you guys, this painting is easy peasy lemon squeezy. There's no details in it. We've been using Big Boy for everything. You can make this totally yours. So I hope everybody's having fun with it. I'm going to give you guys a chance to catch up mustard. And we're going to do roll call. Roll call in the house. Alright, so we got Barbara, who's new to the family. We got Lynn and Tina M, and Penny's new to it, needs some love and prayers. And we got Tina B and Melissa and Jody, Jamie and Marcy and Diane and Penny M. And we got Paige and Melissa and Nancy and Gloria. Heather's in the house. There's 2 Lisas here tonight. That's what I'm talking about. Tasneem is here, an artist. April with little Amelia. He's 4 and he wants to paint. Oh my goodness, I can't. We got Kristen and Sheila's hanging out with Daryl. Sheila's hanging out with Daryl, and Elizabeth is here. Welcome to the fam, Elizabeth. We got Elizabeth in the house. Hello, sweetheart. Oh, Sheila. All right, guys. Healing energy and prayers for Sheila's grandma. We got energy and prayers for Penny, and now we got to do your grandma, hon. Oh, I hope everything works out just the way it should. Okay? Oh, it's terrible, right? I can't. So healing, prayers and well wishes, and I hope she's resting peacefully and not in any pain. Not in any pain, that's for sure. Alright, so I'm going to swirl, tap, dab, Big Boy, and we're going to do our stems now. Alright, so I'm going to go back into that brown paint that I made. I'm actually going to make some more brown paint because brown is kind of hard to match. Like once you make it, to make it again the same way, it's kind of hard. So I'm going to grab some of that red. And I'm going to grab some of that yellow. And I'm going to grab a little bit of black. Alright. And I'm going to make some more brown paint because it's kind of hard to match up like to exactly what you had before. And we're going to need a dark brown. And then we're going to take this pile and make light brown. Okay. So I'm going to add a little bit of white to this pile. Okay. And make a nice light brown color. Alright. And I'm going to wipe off Big Boy. And we're going to churn around. And like I said, if you can't do the rolling of the finger churn, just move your hand like a churn. And I'm going to put my stem in. Okay, so we're going to turn around and we're going to start at the top, come up, swirl it around. Alright, so come up to the top and then come back down and add it to the other side. Alright, so there's our stem. And then you're just going to do little dashes. Little dashes. Okay, so there's one stem. And then the other stem is just a little little pudgy stem here. So we're going to come up with the other stem right there. Right, and don't keep playing with your brown. If you keep playing... Hi, Anadina, your 7-year-old is amazing to mix his colors. Blessings, everybody. Anadina, I hope I'm getting your name right. Hello, sweetheart. Hello. And hello to your little one at home. Okay, so don't keep playing with your brown because it lifts off if you play with it too much. So I'm going to grab a smidge of black now with the brown on my brush. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to just add some dashes of brown and black in here. Alright, and it's going to mix with the brown that I already had. And don't play with it too much because the more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get. Alright, so I'm just adding some black with my brush to my stems. Right, just doing some dashes of the black. This little guy's got a big old fat stem on him. I went a little nutty with his stem. It's kind of big and fat, but that's okay. He can be a little pumpkin with a big stem. All right. So now I'm gonna wipe off my brush. We'll give that a chance to settle in. Give that a chance to dry. We'll come back and add some more details to those in a minute. So my stem on the original little guy isn't that big. Okay, so but on that one it is. And so we're gonna add more to our swirl, and then we're gonna add some more colors to our pumpkins and details to our, not detail really, just a few little things to our stems. The big D word, details. Stay away from the details. We're gonna do some of that and we're gonna be all set. Alrighty, so swirl, tap, dab, Big Boy. And we're gonna add some more colors to our swirls and call our swirls a done deal. So where we put that white before, now we can add red or yellow and it's gonna pop. So I'm gonna grab my clean yellow. And I'm going to come in here and see this white line. I'm going to come in and follow it with some yellow now. And the yellow, and no, did I stay in my lines? Absolutely not. Is that okay? Absolutely. In this painting it is because it's all just colors swirling together. So your yellow is totally going to pop. Okay, so I'm going to come over to this white line and put some yellow on here. Okay, so with the white being on there now, my yellow is totally going to pop. And you don't have to worry about staying in your lines because this is just swirls of color. So, you like it so much also. Thank you for the free tips. Have a nice day. Yes, I had a nice day today. Mary, how are you? Hello, Mary. All right. So, and I'm going to put, so if you put your stem in, just jump over, just go past your stem. All right. And we're adding more details to our stem. So if you go into your stem with your color, that's okay. We're adding more details. And I'm going to do, I'm going to swirl tap down my brush, and I'm going to grab my red now. I'm going to grab my red. And with the swirls with the red's going to pop wherever you put the white too. Okay, so some red in here. And I'm going to put a little red dot there. Okay, and we're going to come over here to this one. I'm going to add the red. All right, because red and white don't come to the party without its friend yellow. I mean, red and yellow. I'll figure out what I'm saying in a minute. Red and yellow don't come to the party unless their friend white is there. All right, so you want your reds to pop. You'll need 2 layers of red. So you put the 1 layer over your white, and then we got to go back and do another layer of red. All right. So if you want your reds to pop, you need to apply it twice at least. All right. And with this being said, I'm going to grab some yellow and some white. Back to that peachy color from before. From the beginning. Red, yellow, and white. And with this, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to clean up any of my swirls that kind of went like all over the place. I'm going to add some more to it with this really pretty peachy color. And since it's got white in it, it's going to totally turn around and pop. And yes, I just crossed over all of my swirls, and that's totally allowed. All right, so if you need to clean any of this up, you grab this pretty peachy color and you can go around your swirls. All right, I'm gonna do one in here that kind of connects like that. Bam! Just like that. See that? So you can do a long line of a swirl and clean up any of your swirls you might not have liked. Because with the white in this paint, it's going to cover anything that you might have done that you didn't like. Like I said, I added that one in that totally swirls around. I'm going to put one in here. Right? So you guys can take this peach and clean up anything that you might have done. And you can also take this peach now and go into your original pumpkin. Hold your brush this way. Haha, Lisa! Yes, thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to the fam, hun. And it's all right. You could totally rewatch it, Diane. Thank you for sharing that with her. My good old fam, Sharon, right? Helping each other out. That's what we do. And no worries, hon, because honestly, this is just adding color. So, in your pumpkin, I'm going to take this peach. I'm going to hold my brush straight up and down now. And I'm just going to add some peach streaks in here. So if you went a little nutty with something in your pumpkin, if something's looking a little mushy to you, if there's a piece you're not liking, this peach will totally cover it up and soften it out. All right, so if your stripes came out a little too thick and you want to soften those out a bit, you can just use this peach color, yeah, red, yellow, and white, and fix, because with the white in it, it'll cover anything up. So if there's anything that you are really not feeling or don't like, you can turn around and add this peach color and totally soften it out. Just putting these peach stripes in. There was something you weren't feeling. And now I'm just going to grab a little more red with that peach and go into my little guy. And I'm going to add some more stripes to the little guy. Okay, so if your brown came out thick before, you can churn around and clean that up, make it a little thinner. If your bottom of your stem was looking a little weird, you can clean that up. Now I'm going to grab some just red. I'm going to grab some just red, put some just red on there. I'm going to grab my brown, put my brown back in. I like the brown, so I'm going to add extra brown to this. If you don't like the brown, you don't have to add that to your little pumpkin. It's totally up to you. We're just playing with colors now. That's all we're doing. All we're doing. Just playing. So I got the brown on my brush. Coming to this guy. Right? Maybe add some brown lines to it. Whatever you want. This is all just fun. This is all just fun now. This is all just filling in and having fun with your colors. And we're going to do details on our stem. So now you need like a mini-me. You need a smaller brush. I use a small, he looks just like Big Boy except he's small, right? So, and he's in my brush kits too. I call him mini-me because he looks just like Big Boy except he's smaller. So we're going to grab a smaller brush like that. And I'm going to grab myself my diet soda. And we're going to turn around, take a smaller brush, and add our details into our stem. If you guys have any questions for me, 6,000% ask them, because we are pretty much done, except for adding the stem details. And cleaning up some of our colors, adding more colors to your swirls. Doing another coat of red. So the swirls are fun, right? So I'm grabbing mini-me, and I'm going to grab some red paint, and I'm going to come into my swirls here, and wherever I put the red before, I'm going to do another coat on that red. And I'm doing it with mini-me, so I kind of stay in that area of the red swirl, because I don't want it to get too mushy, messy looking. So remember you put the white and then you put the red on top of it. Anywhere I put the red on top of the white, I'm going in with mini-me now. And I'm going very careful and using the edge of this brush. And I'm adding the second coat of red so it really just pops. See how much more that stripe pops now? I love it. I like it a lot. Oh yeah. I like it a lot. So I'm going in nice and careful, and if you lean your hand, make sure you're not painting with the palm of your hand. And I'm adding red to those swirls before to really get this red to pop. And I'm using the smaller brush because I want to stay in the line that I made. So if you notice, all of my red areas are now popping out even better. And I don't want it to get a mushy mess, so I'm staying in the lines using the smaller brush. So see how much more my red is popping out just by adding that extra coat. Okay. Just by adding that extra coat of red paint. And you can go back in on those areas you made red before and make them pop even more. And then if you want to take your small brush with just the red on it and go in and, you know, you can add some flicks of red to redesignate the line of your little pumpkin. So I'm coming in here with the red, and I'm making sure that line of the little pumpkin is nice and accented. So that pops. I'm coming in with the little brush with the red paint, going along the other side, making sure that has a nice edge to that pumpkin, right? Because this pumpkin's more red than anything, and this one's more like a yellow-orange. So I'm going to take this red paint with my little brush, and I'm just adding some more stripes and streaks. Notice like everything I'm doing, I'm following the shape of the pumpkin. So everything I'm doing has that curve to it. Okay, so you want to make sure you're following the shape of your pumpkin as you're doing this. And since we're on the little pumpkin, if you want to grab, say you want to grab some of that peach from before, turn around and put some of those peach lines in with the smaller brush. Okay, so you can turn around and do some of those if you like, and with the... So I'm just, if you notice, every little swoop I'm doing, I'm following the shape of the pumpkin. Okay, so if you want to add some of those in, the little guy, okay, you can add that in with the little guy, right? Love the swirls of this painting, love the motion that's in this painting. It's all just having fun with colors. Okay, and the little guy, you can use the little brush and add a little more detail to him. Oh, I said the D word, details. But you guys got what I'm saying, because he can have smaller brush strokes because he's small. Okay, so just take that little brush and add a whole bunch of stuff to that. I'm not going to say the D word, I'm not going to say details, but you can add a whole bunch of stuff to that little pumpkin, alright? So, adding with the smaller brush, now you have where you're getting the separations of the colors in there. And I also got red paint all over my hand. I don't know how I did that. Big globs of red all over me. It's all good. I have a show tomorrow coming up, so that's fun. So, last thing we're going to do is take that mini-me brush, and we're going to add details to our, said it again, to our stems. Swoop, there it is. Oh yeah, swoop, there it is. Close up time. Okay, so I'm moving you guys in, moving it in. There's my oh, that has a bad glare. All right, let's see if I move you to the side a little bit. There. All right. There we go. No glare. Sorry. Earthquake. Okay. So, with my stem, I'm going to take mini-me. And that brown that I made before, I'm going to grab some white paint with that brown that I made before and make a light brown. Right? And I'm going to come into that stem that I made. And like I said, if you're leaning your hand, make sure you're not painting on the rest of your painting with your hands. And I'm going to come in here and with a sweeping motion, I'm going to put in, here, there, not everywhere, I'm going to put in these dashes following the shape of the stem of the lighter brown. Now I'm going to wipe off my brush, grab my brown paint, come in and do some dashes of just the brown paint. Alright, so I'm going to fill it in with just dashes of the brown paint. Here, there, not everywhere. Alright, so now I'm just doing the brown. And now I'm going to grab some black, microscopic amount of black with that brown for a darker brown. And I'm going to come in and put the darker brown pieces in. So this way your stems are nice and swirly looking and follow like the same type of coloring that the pumpkin and the swirl has. Okay, so now I'm adding the darker brown pieces in here. And if you notice, I'm just kind of sweeping with my hand, and the same way you did your swirls, you're doing your stem and just kind of putting in. And don't play with it too much, guys. Walk away from the stem, because you're going to wind up with a mushy mess doing 3 types of colors at once. So, walk away from the stem. Alright, now we're going to do the little stem the same way. We're going to do the little stem the same way. My big little stem. My big little stem. So, let me give you a chance to catch up mustard, but don't play with it too much. Okay, so there's the larger stem. Add all your colors in there. We're going to do roll call one more time for this evening. If you guys got any questions for me, 6,000%, let me know. If you're watching the replay, 6,000%, you could message me. Always free to watch. Tips are appreciated. If you want Mr. Nifties, make sure you send me your address. I will mail them out on Monday. I have, so there you have it. And so I'm going to do roll call. We're going to do our little stem, and we're going to be D-O-N-E. So, Barbara is here, Lynn and Tina M and Penny and Tina B and Melissa and Jody and Jamie and Marcy and Diane and Penny M and Paige and Melissa and Nancy and Gloria and Heather, and there's 2 Lisa's in the house. We have Tasneem and Artist. April with Amelia. Hello. Kristen and Sheila's hanging out with little Daryl. Hey, hey, and Elizabeth, and Anandina has her 7-year-old hanging out with us. I never got the name. And Mary. Mary's hanging out. Oh, yeah. All right, so we're going to do the little stem. We're going to do the little stem, guys. And when you're done with your creations, share them to the event page. And once I have the link for this video, the replay will be on the event page for all your watchers that are going to paint it later. All right, little stem, little brush. I'm going to turn around and grab, I'm going to grab that brown with the white, right? So look how messy my palette is, right? I hope your guys' palettes are just as much of a mess as mine. So I'm grabbing that brown with the white, like I did before. And I'm going to come into my little stem here, and I'm just going to add these lighter pieces. Okay, here, there, not everywhere. Here, there, not everywhere, right? So I added those lighter pieces. Now I'm going to wipe my brush off, and I'm going to grab just the brown paint. Just brown. Oh, yeah, just brown. And I'm going to fill in with just brown pieces. Okay, and then I'm going to grab the black. Yes, your palettes are a mess. I love it. I like it a lot. There's my messy palette. And yours is much worse. I love it. Kristen, that's awesome. Penny, that's amazing. The messier, the better. All right, so I'm grabbing black with that brown. Getting a nice darker brown, and I'm going to come in and right along this edge, you want it to be a little darker. Okay, so where it's meeting the pumpkin, you want it to be darker. And like I said, here, there, not everywhere. If you notice, I'm doing these little flick motions, and that's it. And if there's globs on your brush, there's going to be globs on your painting, so make sure you're wiping your brush off. Make sure you're wiping your brush off, because you don't want globs on your painting. So I just wipe my brush off, and I just grab more paint. Okay? Okay. Okay. So now I'm putting these darker pieces in here. Your palette is paper. That works. You know what works? Wax paper. You can use wax paper as a palette, and also they sell, like in kids sections, they sell the finger painting paper for kids. You can use that. That makes a great palette. So wax paper or the finger painting palettes, they make really good palettes. So now I'm just grabbing the darker brown and putting in these darker pieces. And like I said, do not play with your brown that much because you will wind up having it lift off. We have lift off. Okay, so here, there, not everywhere. All right, and I'm going to go back up into this stem since it's dry, and I'm going to grab mostly black now, a little bit of that brown, and I'm going to add some really darker pieces, like just underneath on the curve here. So I'm going to add those there, and then over by where the pumpkin is, I'm going to add some in there, just to give it like some serious definition. I'm going to add some of these really dark pieces, and since this is dry, they won't mush in. Okay, so I added that to that, and that is it, guys. You guys did it. Pumpkin swirl. Hello. Oh yeah. Yes, baby. Yes. So I hope you guys had a good time tonight. I did. Like I said, this painting is nice and simple and happy and swirly, and I hope you all join me next week. We're going to be pumpkining and pumpkins and pumpkin. We're going to be all pumpkined out. Next week's Nosy Gnome, guys. Nosy Gnome is next week with all our leaves and our acorns and our cute little gnome hanging out. Everybody asked for a fall gnome, so I wanted to do something different than what everybody else was doing. So this is our fall gnome painting. Ain't it cute? Next Friday, same bat channel, same bat place. Like I said, it is always free to watch. Tips are appreciated. You guys are amazing. I have painting kits available. I have brush sets available. If this is your first time joining the fam, thank you so much. We love you. Please come back for more torture. All of my painting, all of my videos are kid friendly, so you can go. Awesome, Penny. Yes, Anandina. You're so welcome, artists. So, all of my videos are kid-friendly, every single one. So those of you coming on with your little darlings tonight, Amelia and Daryl, and Indina, your little one, anybody coming on, you could watch any one of my videos, and it's perfectly safe for your little ones. Okay? So keep that in mind. Mine often, but I cut. Yes, that works, Kristen. You cut up disposable palette pages. Very cool. Yes, paper plate works. Paper plate totally works too. That definitely works. First time from Las Vegas, Nevada. Something easy, please. Okay, Anandina. You got. Oh, I think you sent that before, Anandina, and it just popped in my comments now. You never know. So, you guys got this. Anybody watching the replay, if you have any questions, 6,000% ask me. Those of you who sent me stars, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a good time tonight. I had a good time tonight. So there is your pumpkin swirl. And like I said, stick and move. Don't play with it too much. Let it dry in between your layers of color. Let it dry. I have an angel painting. It's in my videos. It was from last year, I think. Jamie! You had a lot of distraction, but you had a lot of fun. Laura from Kentucky. Hello, Laura. Hi, Kelly. Night, Tina B. Kelly finally shows up. You're so welcome, Laura from Kentucky. Good night, Diane. Laura was in the house. Hello. Kelly, lots of new fan members tonight. And yeah, I'm done. So thanks for popping on though. Art is hanging out to the midnight oil. She's hanging out and having fun. I have a show tomorrow. Going to be outside. It's a little chilly in New Jersey, so. Susan was here with you. Oh, that is awesome, Laura. So you guys got to hang out and paint together. That is awesome. I like it. I like it a lot. Perfect. April's sending me a message. All right. April and Amelia. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. So Susan and Laura, I hope you had an excellent time. And I hope you come back every single Friday at 7. We're going to do Nosy Gnome. We're going to do another fall painting. It's going to have puppies and kittens in it. And then we're going to go to Christmas. Christmas. I can. Let me find that button for you, hun. I can share Venmo again. Where's Venmo? Venmo, where are you? You're here somewhere. Da 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 da. More buttons, right? Hello. There's the Venmo link, sweetheart. Thank you so much. You all warm my heart. 6,000% warm my heart. Lots of nifties going to be going out. Thank you so much, guys. You all warm my heart. Thank you so much for attending tonight. And I'm going to call it. So have fun and go create. Okay? Good night, everybody.